afternoon or good evening, everybody. It's the Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast with Reek, and Huge Pop. We are weeks away from Clash at the Castle, and we had Monday Night Raw last night. I hope everybody enjoyed their Monday Night Raw. Whatever they got out of it. But we're gonna share what we got out of it. I've seen a lot of people have probably the same views as Rico and I did, but so we're just gonna break into it and see if we all are on the same page, And the lineup was Damian Priest and Rey Mysterio, Kiana James and Natalya, The New Day and AOP, Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser, Ricochet, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Dragon Lee, Liv Morgan addresses Kiss and Dominic Mysterio. I mean, there you go. There, that tells you how exciting that was. So, Rico.
So, okay, my honest opinion, and it hurts me to say this. This is the first time in a while where I just wanted to, like, I caught myself fast forwarding a lot of Raw. That's sad.
Absolutely. I mean,
sad.
I mean, Damian Priest and Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio can go still. I mean, he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was I can't remember if that was the first match. That's how disappointed I was of Raw. But
no, that was the last match.
The last match. So the first match was what?
The very first one was because you had Liv and Dominic come out.
Yes.
And then after that was oh my goodness. Yeah, see, I don't even remember who the first match was.
They addressed the Kiss, right?
Yep, they addressed the Kiss. And then Finn Balor came out to stop her from trying to seduce him.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Pops up Finn Balor, and you're like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then as Liv Morgan leaves the ring with obviously Dom in the corner not knowing what to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay. Then she brushes his hair and all this stuff, and it was kind of weirdish. So a question I have from it, I've heard it around there's buzzing around TikTok and stuff. Are we going to see Dom turn on Judgment Day and be the Liv Morgan Dom heel turn or whatever you want to call it? He's already a heel, so I don't know how he's going to heel turn. But Dom and Liv turning on Judgment Day. Or do you think there's already enough cracks in Judgment Day it ain't going to matter?
It don't matter. But, I mean, I hope to say that Dom would kind of lead her on just until Rhea comes back and then help Rhea.
That would be probably the common sense way to do it, I would think.
But, I mean, what do we know? We're just fans,
I mean, I've heard somebody say, this would be kind of cool, I think. Just to throw this out there, I heard somebody say a fight for Dominic. A fight for custody of Dominic.
The custody battle.
Right?
Oh, take you back right there, man.
In a ladder match.
Ooh.
You'll have the title and Dominic's picture hanging from the rafters.
It'd be better to have Dominic hanging from up there. Like,
yes,
what was that one match where who was in the cage? Somebody was in the cage up top. What match was that?
What was that? Yes, I remember.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
But yeah, that was actually a sweet match where they were up in the cage.
So yeah, I'm like Dominic Mysterio, the battle for the rights to Dominic Mysterio. That is so funny. It's just awkward. It's weird. It's just it's just.
I was trying to find actually because I feel bad. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but it was Finn Balor against Dragon Lee.
Yes.
And those two can go. That was a good.
100%. Yeah, that was the first match.
I believe so, if I'm looking at that right. Then you had Sheamus and Ludwig. Another good match.
Another good match. It was good, but I would have rather seen Sheamus against Gunther.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I want to see Ludwig against Gunther.
Give it time and it'll happen.
That'd be cool, But the welts on Sheamus's
chest.
chest was insane.
Yep. Oh, well, Ludwig learned from the best there.
Yeah. It was just weird. I mean, I all night long I felt like, what am I watching? Or why am I watching? Or, it's just one of those ones that you're like, you want to, I don't know, you want to go to sleep. But,
yeah, I'm not saying it was a terrible show. Not at all.
no.
Not every show is going to be on point. We get it. But
Right.
there's got to be something. I think there was fire. Like I said, the matches were pretty decent. But it was nothing that just made you go, "Oh, that was freaking awesome."
I mean, even the back to the Finn Balor Dragon Lee match, you've seen all of Judgment Day. You had Gracie, you had JD McDonough, Carlito. They all ran in to help Balor, and then you had, guess who shows up? But it's Braun Strowman, who he got pretty much taken care of basically by all those guys, and the funny thing was, it was cool because Priest confronted Judgment Day after the match saying, handle Strowman problem, telling Carlito to ask Adam Pearce for a match with Strowman. Can you imagine that? If I'm Carlito, I'm going to look at Damian Priest and go, hell no.
You're smoking crack.
Yeah, because you're crazy.
But that was the one thing I will take from the show that I liked was it started to show the strength of the Judgment Day again. They weren't getting beat up left and right. They kind of dominated the show.
Yeah, it was almost like it was a boost the Judgment Day show. It was almost kind of like that, and if that was what if that's what WWE was trying to do, then they succeeded. They showed how strong Judgment Day is without Rito there, or Mommy there, or whatever you want to call her. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. I mean, it felt like it was. I mean, and then I think we did we see the Carlito Strowman match later on, or maybe next?
No, and Judgment Day interfered and beat him down, which was needed to show their strength. They needed that.
Yeah, and I'm reading CBS Sports, and they said it, and I think it's kind of what we're trying to say without saying it. This show felt like a show that really drove home how little star power Raw has with several stars sidelined. There's several stars that can't go. The matches were good. The stakes felt very low, and Judgment Day's members just aren't an act that can carry the show on their own at this point. The build of Money in the Bank has started, which we've seen with Jey Uso.
Yep.
And so it wasn't. A lot of people are saying the same thing we are. It wasn't that great, I don't know. Damian Priest, Rey Mysterio. It was good to see Rey go. I mean, he's 50 some years old. He can go.
Yep.
And I love that because Drew McIntyre came back.
Well, that was at the very end. We'll get to that.
So.
But I want to talk about the Chad Gable. Sorry.
Yes.
Brain fart.
Yes.
That I like that segment because here's my thing. I was like, man, there was so many backdoor, back entrance segments going on and stuff. And but you actually had that ring segment where it was awesome. Sammy was doing good, and then Gable comes out, and I like it because you see where it builds up, where you see possibly the Alpha Academy turning on him, but then they break at the last second, and they follow the leader,
right?
So you're like, and then you're certain, like, man, are they going to turn on him, or is it going to be one of those they're acting like they're going to turn on him, but they really help him?
Right. So, and I think we've been seeing that for the last couple of weeks, if I'm right.
Yes.
Yeah. And so my question, I was asked this today. Have you seen or heard that Chad Gable's contract is up?
No, I have not heard that.
Okay, so I think we're nearing the end of Chad Gable's contract. So if it is, that's a good way to end his contract or end his time at WWE by all those guys from Max Dupree, Otis turning on him. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, because it'd be nice to have a. I thought it'd be nice to like the Intercontinental match go on, and then Otis gets fed up and just turns on him,
Yes.
and that starts to feud with them two.
Yes.
Or I was like, what if Otis got fed up with them before the match and stuff, like maybe a week before, and then he gets added to make it a triple threat match.
That's something that is. It seems like that would be something that WWE would do.
Mm-hmm.
They love those triple threat.
Well, now because you have Sami Zayn and Otis who have respect for each other, and then you have Chad Gable, and so now it just becomes you don't know who's going to take that one.
And I have that issue. So could you see Otis if they made it a triple threat? Could you see Otis taking that title off Sami Zayn?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I say give him time to build himself up because he did have some following, but it kind of fell off.
Yeah.
And I just say because I think they tried pushing him too fast
right.
with the whole Money in the Bank winner, which if I remember correctly, reading about it, he technically wasn't supposed to catch that briefcase. It just happened to land there and he caught it and they just rolled with it.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's why he lost it to Miz right away.
Okay. Yeah. That's true.
But if they give him a little more, if he gets a little more of a push,
right.
And I think I can see them putting a belt on him. He's not terrible at all.
No, not at all. I would never say he's a bad wrestler. I mean, that's the same thing with talking about big people. He's not bad. Nia Jax is not bad, but Queen of the Ring, I don't know. I was not happy about that.
No, but here's where, because I was like, man, we talked about it before. She's not really that good. She's good, but not that good.
Right.
But what I've noticed about her in the past couple of weeks, actually the past month and a half, how her attitude and her character's changed, and she's really fitting into that heel persona. And she's just rolling with it. And I'm like, I'm really liking Nia right now, the way she's just dogging on people.
Right. As long as she leaves Piper Niven in the back. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, well, Piper Niven is just from what I was reading, is just a filler match to go against Bayley so they can build up more of Nia and Bayley at SummerSlam.
Okay. So here's the question. If they build that up to Nia Jax and Bayley, do you take the title off of Bayley this quick?
That's a hard one right there because I don't think you have Bayley give it up already. I don't. No. Because she just got it and she deserves it. She really does. But you got Nia who is on that heel role. But what I think is you have Nia lose, but that just enrages her. So she keeps coming back, and eventually she will take it from her, just not at SummerSlam.
Right. Yeah, that's just an interesting. But no, that Gable and Zayn match was good. It was, whatever. That segment was really good.
Yeah, that segment was good. Now, the match I did like was Braun Breaker and Ricochet.
Dude, those two can go all day.
Well, I don't care who you are, man. Braun Breaker, he's not the hugest guy, but he's a big boy. And as fast as he moves, that's gotta hurt.
Right.
Ricochet took that clothesline.
Oh, dude. Heck yeah, he took that clothesline.
Because everybody, they talk about how fast he is, but when you watch other people, they go against the ropes, you can see them kind of just striding. Breaker's like full, just gone.
Yeah, he was hard. Yeah, full bore. And you're like, and that guy, of course, look at his dad. I mean,
Hmm.
he was amazing. He even used his dad's Frankensteiner move.
That was awesome.
That was that was badass.
When
You
he
know,
did
and,
that, I was like, wow. The agility to be able to jump up there, like just leapfrog, boom, he was
yep,
up there. It's like,
he's definitely
man,
good. I mean, he really is. I've been wondering why WWE's taking so long to develop. You bring him up at the draft, and then you just see him whatever doing whatever, and to put him against Ricochet, and to watch I think Ricochet's married or dating the announcer.
engaged.
Yeah,
Engaged.
engaged. Yeah, and to see her go, oh my god. But no, that match was great. Braun Breaker can go. Ricochet's hurt though, so I don't know. Would you see a different Ricochet if he wasn't hurt, if he wasn't injured? Um, he got injured by Breaker 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
So, what was it? But those clotheslines from hell, man, oh my God. No one's getting up
Those are,
from that.
yeah, those are crazy. And when you were talking about how they haven't utilized Breaker yet, I
Yeah.
started wondering about that. I was like, maybe they're actually being smart about this instead of taking somebody and just throwing them right in, saying, okay, we're going to throw you right out there, give you every shot, and watch you just not do good and the crowd not be behind you. And now you're just down at the bottom.
Right.
Let's
Absolutely.
let's see. Let's build them up slowly, like they're doing. Okay, let's give him Ricochet, superstar. Let's give him
Right.
somebody who's awesome. And so
Yep.
now I want to see who he faces next.
Right. Right. That match, it started out to just be like a squash match. What are they going to do? But it turned quickly into an impressive match by both of them. So I have nothing to say bad about that match.
Nope.
You know,
To me,
B
it's the best match of the night.
Yeah, yeah, that could have been. But even the Jay Cargill Bianca Belair match, you wouldn't rate that as one of the best matches.
No, no, no,
No, no,
I don't
that's
know.
your girl, bro.
It was a decent match. I will give it that. It was, but it was just I spotted. Sorry, I spotted a couple not little mistakes, but a couple big mistakes. Like where she's waiting for a kick to come to her and it doesn't come, so she's standing like this, like got her hands up, like, "Hey, give me your foot."
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely,
like,
100%.
come on, man.
You know,
It comes with time. As a fan, it's just because Jade's name's up there, so we wanted to be like, let's go, let's go. But it comes with time. Bianca still has spots where she messes up, and she's a pro.
yeah.
She's a freaking pro.
I
But
mean, Cargill missed the steps. She missed the kick to the steps was obviously a miss.
mm-hmm.
But I think, but is it because they perform so often? They do it. I mean, you're not going to get everything perfect. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
You're going to have misses, and you are right. She's top tier. I mean, who doesn't miss? I was watching AEW last week on their pay per view.
Mm-hmm.
There were misses there. You know,
Oh yeah.
you see it all the time. You get clothesline, and you're supposed to be in the corner of the ring, and you're like in in one of the corners, and you're like 4 feet from it. You're like hobbling over there to get where your position is. You obviously know when someone scoots over and sits up in the corner, what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get a rolling thunder or something. But
No.
yeah,
No, like it happens. We know. I mean, nobody's perfect. Everybody's going to mess up here or there. We've seen the top pros mess up quite a bit. It's going to happen. But I don't know why I wanted it, but maybe it will come, maybe it won't. But I was waiting for when they were in the ring. They're doing a little Bianca's little dance and stuff. I
yeah,
was waiting for Bianca to turn around and Jade just boom.
right, yeah.
I was waiting for it.
Talking about surprises. Well, I mean, if you didn't think it was gonna happen, then you're crazy. But did you watch the SmackDown last week or Friday?
I watched a little bit. I did not get to watch all of it.
You watched the end of it.
What happened at the end?
So AJ Styles was gonna basically,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
go
Yes.
through. I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna be at the end of my career. Blah blah blah.
No.
Him and Gallows and Luke come down. Luke Gallows comes down there. They do their little thing, and I'm like, okay, when is it gonna happen? AJ's giving his speech, and AJ's good. He's good at what he does. He's a solid wrestler, and you're sitting there, and then you see Rhodes hold him up. You're like, when are you gonna clothesline him? And at the end, AJ takes him out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was good. That spot was good, at a point, but I don't know, man.
No, I get what you're saying, like, because it wasn't predictable, but it kind of was. It's kind of weird to explain because you're sitting there like, I'm like, there's no way he's retiring. There's just no way. This is a gift. Something's gonna happen. Cody's about to get tore up. Okay, It's not happening. It's not happening. No, he's gonna do it. We knew it was coming, so it wasn't a surprise, but it was still good because it's AJ.
Right. It was really good, real good. Real good AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes. But again, I left there going, that show fell flat. I mean, that fell flat, in my opinion.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, this is just me personally, because I always respected he's not here. It's kind of now when Cody comes out, everybody goes crazy.
Yes.
He's still got that momentum, and
he does.
So he's helping carrying that show.
Yes,
man, it's not like when Roman came out.
Absolutely not. And absolutely not. And that's, I mean, I know we're not. I'm okay with going to SmackDown. I am so disappointed in this Solo Sikoa new bloodline. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. Tonga and whatever the other guy's name is. That's what I'm saying. You don't know I mean, whatever. And then Paul Heyman, it's like that doesn't even. It's no Solo Sikoa better. He needs to step back a little bit and
give it time.
He needs. I hope so. He needs more training, more something. And
I hope
I hope Roman Reigns comes back sooner.
That's what I was saying. Give it time, because rumored is he's supposed to wrestle at SummerSlam.
I hope so.
And so when he comes back, though, there's the question, because you got Solo, Tama Tonga, and oh my goodness, I can't remember his name. My man Tonga Loa.
Yeah, Tonga Loa.
Tonga Loa, thank you. You got those three. You got Roman. Jimmy's going to come with them. Who's that third going to be?
Is Jimmy going to come with them, though? Or is Jimmy going to say, the heck with you guys?
No.
Go to his brother.
I mean, I
don't know.
Because he's on SmackDown, I think he would stick with Roman. But then there's who is that third member?
Right.
Jacob Fatu.
Maybe.
Jacob Fatu.
But does Roman Reigns have to go to SmackDown? Can he go? He's a free agent. Can he go?
He is a free agent.
Can he go and join Jay?
I don't think anybody's going to join Jay just because he's so hot on his own.
Well, after that promo he cut on Monday night, that was, and maybe it's just me, that wasn't his best.
No, but it wasn't. But I'm not going to knock him for it, man. Just because, like we said, everybody makes mistakes. No, everybody has some bad promos. I mean, shoot, freaking! You remember when Hulk Hogan sat there and said, "Here at the Silver Dome," when they're at the Super, everybody has mess ups, and look how many Roman had promos. when
Yeah,
he literally almost went a minute and a half without saying anything because he didn't know what to say.
that's true. That's
It,
true.
it just give it some time. Jay's doing good. He's doing good. He's adapting very well on his own. And
Now,
I
do you
just,
think
oh, go ahead.
who will he go after? What belt will he go after?
Oh,
Or what belt would you like to see him go after?
I think he'll go after the World Heavyweight Championship.
Damian?
Or, I mean, I don't think Damien should lose it, but I don't know why it's killing me. I don't know why. I really got a feeling that Drew's going to take it at Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You have Drew and you have Jay, who are deserving of belts. You have Gunther. Doesn't Gunther hold that? No. Who holds the other belt?
Intercontinental is Sami
Yeah,
Zayn.
Sami Zayn. So could you have Jay Uso in the next couple of weeks leading up to SummerSlam turn on Sami Zayn and go into that feud and have Jay Uso beat Sami Zayn with the help of Roman Reigns and Jimmy, going way back, bring it all, rewind it, circle it all the way around to when Sami Zayn was trying to interfere with all that bloodline nonsense. And could you have Jay Uso take out Sami, leaving Drew to take out Damian Priest?
Nah.
No?
You know what I see happening with Jay?
Yeah, tell me.
Hopefully. He does good in his singles. I don't see him having the world title. It would be nice because I think if he had a belt, it might help him shine a little bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already shining bright.
Right.
But I could see him with the Intercontinental title.
Okay.
But then here's where we go. What if he gets to that? He keeps getting there, but he never gets over that hump to actually grab the belt. Like he never is actually able to hold on or get a hold of it. Right. So now you have Jimmy coming into play. He's like, we're better together.
Yeah.
And then they join up and they become tag champs again.
That's a good story. Yeah. Yeah, they had to do something because what they're doing to the Bloodline storyline right now, they're killing it. They're not killing it can be used in a great way, but they are dying it out. I'm not happy whatsoever. But so to see Jimmy go and say, "Hey Jay, let's still have to. You bet so high, you can't get it. Let's be better together, and just let's go."
Like I said, Jay's good on his own. He is good on his own, but
yes. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about him being on his own, but
I would not deny it'd be nice to see them two come back together to win one more championship.
100%.
And
now, go ahead.
I was saying the whole Roman, like I just don't know where he goes right now. But isn't it ironic? We're talking about if Roman loses, will Cody be able to keep up the hype? Cody's kept up the hype. The bloodline has lost it.
Yes, that's really shocking to me. I thought for sure, but it's not. I can't. I'll be honest. I can't stand that. You know, we're hyped up about Jacob Fatu and whatever all the other brothers, but honestly, I can say right now, I will say this: Solo Sikoa is horrible as a leader.
Oh yeah, he's not ready to lead yet.
Yeah, I don't need to be. I don't know. And I even notice a difference in Paul Heyman. He is kind of. It's almost like he's constricted on what he can do and what he can't do. Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's not as free as it doesn't appear to be as free as he was when he was with Roman.
Mm-hmm. Because he was Roman's wise man. Roman trusted him to handle business.
Now he's a scaredy cat.
Wants to handle business. And he wants Paul to just fall in line.
Yeah, and and Heyman's like scared. It's just weird to see a scared. I don't know. It's just weird.
But just hear me out on this.
All right.
You come back to go against the bloodline, the new bloodline 2.0. You got Roman, you got Jimmy. They need a third person. Well, an unlikely source comes from under a Paul Heyman guy, Brock Lesnar.
Dude.
Because just to throw a twist in there.
No, I'm sure
Yes,
we'll
to
see
throw.
that. I'm sure we'll see that guy back again. I'm
Mhm.
sure we will. I mean, why wouldn't
I'm just
we?
waiting for it because he pops in out of nowhere.
Yeah, why? Yeah, what? Yeah, when? When will he be? Will he show up at Clash at the Castle? I don't know.
Because just to be like, you know what? Like for him to say, Roman, I don't like you, but I respect you.
Yeah.
And kind of like a Seth Rollins and Cody moment.
Right.
But so getting back to Raw real quick before we start going crazy again.
All right.
What was it? The New Day going against AOP.
Dude, that segment was one of my favorites. I have been waiting and dying and waiting and dying for something that Karrion Kross can do, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
that
I love
was
Karrion Kross, man.
that was a badass segment, but I see Xavier Woods and Kingston having a problem.
Thank you. Because I said that. I said Woods is going to turn before
Yes.
Karrion even started getting in his head.
You're going to
Karrion,
see that.
That's why Karrion started to get in his head because he noticed it and he's like, "Wait a minute."
You're going to see that, and I don't know if it'll be a Clash of the Castle, but that'll be something good to see. And yeah, I'm excited about that. I was looking at that, and I'm like, man, let's talk about that because finally, Karrion Kross is doing something that he should be doing.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's awesome where he's at right now. It really is. But you got to give that guy some kind of title shot, man. You brought him back, and immediately, we talked about this many times before. Scarlett sets the hour clock right in front of Roman Reigns, and he looks up at him and says, "Tick tock."
yeah,
Nothing ever happened after that.
right,
No shot, not even a trial.
right.
Just literally, that was it. It almost like he got shoved to the back of the line.
Right.
So
that was good. I love that match. I think it was awesome. I think that I love the words that Kross put in Kingston's ear. You know, come on. You don't need him. You don't need that. You know, and so I like that. I really did. I really liked that segment for sure.
You know, I'm liking what's going on there. I really am.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was I going to ask you? Oh, okay. I don't know if it's me or maybe you feel the same way, or maybe you can help me understand why I don't like it. Okay, can we stop with the vignettas or whatever they are? I get it. Uncle Howdy, I get it. Come on, stop. Bring him back already. And that was my problem with Bray Wyatt. I mean, I love Bray Wyatt. Due all respect. Rest in peace, my friend. But they dragged it on his return, and all this firefight, all these pictures and all these QR codes, and that's been a year ago.
But
bring Uncle Howdy back.
Let me ask you why they do that. Because the moment he came back, they erupted. Everyone went crazy because it's the constant buildup. Like you get to the point where you're like, okay, can he come back already? Is he going to show up? So when he finally does, you're like, yeah, everybody marks out because it's a buildup.
And I get that, Rico. I really do. I understand the buildup part of that. But Jesus.
Now, I will say that QR code, man, that was a lot to read.
Yes.
I'm sitting there like, wow. Like
I will tell you what, man. My hat goes off to all these content creators that are doing videos about this QR code because, dude, they're coming up with some crazy shit that as a viewer, it's a lot.
So I haven't got a full, I don't think anybody has. who's going to be part of the crew? Because I've heard Eric Rowan's supposed to be part of it,
I heard that would make sense.
and
I'd
Alexa
be okay
Bliss.
with that. Alexa Bliss would make sense.
But instead of Alexa, I've heard Nikki Cross.
I heard that would fit better than Alexa Bliss, in my opinion, because that Nikki Cross is one crazy woman.
And she can, because, and this is where I was like, you remember before she went off the air, where she would just sit there,
Yep.
just stare off into space.
Yep.
And I was like, it kind of would fit. Nikki would be good at that part.
Yep.
And then obviously you got Bo.
Odell, yep. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's why I want it to be done. I want to know who these people are.
It's the anticipation.
It's the anticipation. But I also am afraid at the same time. It builds. Just like if you remember back, TNA, but Bubba Ray's group, what are they called again? They came down in the what were they called?
I can't remember the name. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna kill myself when I find it.
Well, while you're trying to find that, I just want to go back to SmackDown. I really, this is just me personally. Maybe people can disagree if they want to. LA Knight should be the one to take Logan's title.
Yes.
You have to just finally pull that trigger.
Yes.
I mean, even the commentators sit there and say, this is one of the hottest superstars right now.
Yes. Ace of Eights.
Ah, yes.
My fear is, then we'll get back to Logan Paul and LA Knight. My fear is they're going to get back. And I'm not discrediting Nikki Cross. I'm not discrediting Rowans. I'm not doing any of that. But those names that we mentioned, Nikki Cross, she's mid. Eric Rowans is mid. Haven't seen Bo Dallas in a long time. I'd say he's mid. You're going to have a bunch of mid-carders with this psychotic bunch. And I'm not sure how long are they going to keep it going? How long can they keep it relevant? I guess that's my question. Will they come back, get that huge pop, and oh my God, oh wow, Uncle Howdy, and then it fall flat on his face after a month or after the next pay-per-view?
We don't know. It depends on how good they do when they first come out. Right. Not when they first come out, but let's say about a week or two afterwards, if they keep that going.
Yes. Now we go back to Logan Paul and LA Knight. Here's my hot take. If they don't give it to LA Knight, he might as well rip his contract up and bury his ass, because you screwed him already.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you don't take that belt off of Logan Paul and give it to LA Knight, bury him. But I can see the other side of the coin too. Logan Paul, he's not a bad wrestler, bro.
No, I don't knock on Logan, because he has adapted very well to the wrestling world.
100%.
He's very athletic. He's trained with Shawn Michaels. To me, my personal favorite. So
absolutely.
I mean, he's learning from the best.
100%.
So, but it's just like you said, if LA doesn't win, that helps Logan. That kills LA, because you got to look at how many times this guy's gotten to a big match and just lost.
Yeah, where else can he go?
You
didn't give it to him. You didn't let him beat Roman Reigns, which is obviously he wouldn't have.
And we knew that. We knew that,
yeah.
But it's like my thing is, if he loses this, does he just become a mid-carder?
Right. I mean, he's had how many chances? And they make him lose every time.
I mean, the guy's got the talk. He's got the look. He's got the wrestling ability.
Yep.
He can do it all. Just give him a chance. because people are already behind him. You put a belt around him.
Oh yeah, he's money.
Because I see it the way Stone Cold.
Yeah.
You know, he got that momentum. He was there. It was the perfect timing to put a belt on him.
Right. And it's not, yeah. And taking out Logan Paul would be the most logical thing in my opinion. Because you're not going to have him take out Damian Priest. That doesn't make sense. He's on the wrong show to take out Sami Zayn.
Yep.
I think, right?
Yeah, he's on SmackDown.
So you're not going to have him take out the SmackDown champion.
Oh, Cody? Yeah, he's not taking Cody out.
That would just destroy Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. If you have LA Knight coming and take out Cody, that's why'd you ever take the title off Roman Reigns? In that fact. So why'd ever do that? I mean, you're not gonna take he guessed now so you got Roman Reigns. I'm not saying you got Cody Rhodes, you have
Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm. That's it, right?
Yep.
You have to have him take out Logan Paul.
Because you just got the tag team champs.
Right.
Now I'm trying to see who he can team up with, but I mean, make him a tag champ or something.
Now can you take it? I mean, you got don't you have Kevin Owens on that show?
Yeah, Kevin's on that show.
I mean, I guess that'd be okay. But why? You just wasted a year of our lives making him the megastar, making him the boss of. I mean, that you're chanting his name.
Yep. I mean, Corey Graves says it all the time. The hottest attraction in today's wrestling.
Absolutely.
And can't get a belt.
No, I mean, but I see what there's. I see it from money side too. Logan Paul draws people. He's a showman, and I see that. But I don't know. I'm just not I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I am digging any of that.
Well, it reminds me of a Jeff Hardy moment where he would always get to that big match and they just wouldn't give it to him.
Yep.
And they finally gave him a chance,
Yep. I get it, man. I get it. I don't know. So here's the deal. Here's a question I wanted to ask you. Do you feel that because did you watch NXT?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. I have it recorded. I gotta watch it. But you can go ahead and talk about it. I'm fine.
2 people showed up.
I heard Jordan Grace did.
TNA Women's Champion. And another guy showed up in the men's division. The name has left me. But my question was after I seen Jordan Grace show up from TNA, is TNA and WWE connected somehow? And then you hear rumors about Becky Lynch going to AEW. Are these 2 companies? Is TKO and AEW and Tony Khan? Are they converging to have a AEW WWE Forbidden Door? And if so, I hope it's not 2 big matches and the rest are mids. I hope all of it's huge. But it's weird because it's just a weird sense of things going on in the wrestling business lately.
But you gotta remember, man, the rumors are just rumors.
True.
Like as soon as everybody got wind that Becky's contract was up, what does everybody say? She's going to AEW. Because the AEW fans really want. I'm not knocking AEW. I'm not into it like I am WWE.
Right. And if she does, I don't see Seth Rollins staying around WWE too long. I think he goes where I think they go where each other. But I think it's rumors. That's all it is.
Like the 4 names that were released from AEW.
Yeah.
Mark Henry.
Yep.
Jack Hager.
Yep.
Arn Anderson. And
know where he's coming.
Paige Zanfant. How do you say your last? Van Zant.
Yeah, Van Zant. You know where Arn Anderson's coming.
Back home.
Cody needs a mouthpiece. Oh, he does. He needs a manager. He needs a manager, man. He doesn't need a mouthpiece. That guy, he's great on the mic. I have no problem with him on the mic. But he's a manager. So I had the opportunity to talk about managers. This is a real hot. That's a big question. Okay, I'm going to name managers back when you and I were kids watching wrestling, right?
All right.
You had Slick. You had Jimmy Hart.
My favorite. Just saying, my favorite.
Yeah, Bobby Heenan.
Oh, up there.
Captain Lou Albano. Cyndi Lauper even.
Yep.
You had Jim Cornette. All 6 of those names I named have one thing in common.
They're good on the mic.
Good on the mic, but they interfered in the match. Somehow. It's been a minute. I can't remember the last time there was a manager. Sure, Paul Heyman's great on the mic. I'll give him props, yes. Managers nowadays compared to managers when we were watching it kids growing up. Back then, managers were managers. These guys now, I don't hesitate to say, I would consider them as strictly just mic pieces.
Now, what would you consider Scarlett? Because she's not really a wrestler. She's more of a manager role.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
She just interfered in Monday Night Raw.
Okay, it doesn't happen so much.
No, I know. I get what you're saying. You see it once in a blue moon.
Right.
We don't see it like we used to.
No, every week that we watched a wrestling show with a manager back in the day, you've seen them get involved.
Mr. Fuji will dust in the eyes.
Now you see, like, for instance, let's take the Bloodline. You don't see Paul Heyman getting involved. You see all the other dudes running around and getting involved. Outside interference by other people. Back in the day, it was not outside interference by a lot of people. It was outside interference by the manager. In my opinion, I can say this. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. I think managers have lost their credibility in a sense to what they do for a match in this era compared to what they did in a match back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, no, you are 100% correct. I agree with you fully. Is that managers are not what they used to be. They are more of a mic piece now. They mostly do the talking and sit back and watch the match. Try to get them hyped up, but they don't get involved like they used to.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, like, what's his name? AOP's manager teamed up with Karrion Kross.
Oh shoot.
Anyways, I would love to see grab a pair of Logan Paul's brass knuckles and knock somebody out while the ref's got his back turned.
Yep. Sure.
Not anymore.
So what was your rate overall for 1 out of 10 Raw last with this on Monday Night Raw?
Oh, you just had to say that. I would give it a 7.
Yeah, I'd give it a high 6, like 6 point. I almost teeter on that 7. It wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad, but it was not great. And I want to see great. I mean, these guys, you're paying big dollars to see these guys perform. And I think sometimes I wish that they would step it up. And again, yes, part of the roster is hurt. You don't have Seth Rollins. You don't have Rhea. You don't have, what's his name? Drew McIntyre's not 100%.
And CM Punk's not
CM
fully
Punk.
back yet.
No, CM Punk's not. I mean, yeah, okay. He didn't even. There wasn't even a segment with CM Punk last night. I don't think, unless I missed it.
And here's where I say I really think that Drew was going to win, but towards the end of it, I thought about that. I was like, there's not been one mention of CM Punk. Somebody's going to interfere at Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, and I hope that's like a couple weeks away. I think, right?
It's 2 Sundays from now, or Saturday, because this Sunday coming up is NXT's pay-per-view.
Okay,
that's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, go watch NXT, man. If I had to say the show I'd like to watch more, and I guess it's maybe because it's more on like the indie level, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They're out there putting in their work. They're out there doing their job. They're out there to impress, and they have heart. It seems like they have heart. I'm not saying WWE or the Raw or SmackDown they don't have heart. I just think NXT, man, they just lay it on the line. It's impressive. I love it. I'm glad it's back strong. So, and you can tell who's running it. So,
yep.
Other than that, man, I have nothing else. Hopefully I'll have footage from the WrestleCon this weekend.
Ah, yes.
So we're going. Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast will be at the WrestleCon this weekend.
Yeah, buddy.
We'll have Austin Aries sitting at the table with us, so that's exciting. The wife is freaking out because she thinks we don't have enough Huge Pop merchandise. That she didn't realize that Austin Aries was on the board of guests to be at WrestleCon, and they had our logo on there. On the River City WrestleCon has our logo sitting up on their board. So, yeah, my wife said that Mercedes said that she thought we were just gonna be a little nobody stuck up in the corner. Now she's freaking out. So.
Oh man, that's gonna be awesome though. You're gonna love it.
I hope so. I really do. We have, we're still waiting to hear from TWC or FCW, isn't it? Up in Tennessee.
Oh, KFW.
KFW. Sorry guys, KFW. Don't watch this, please. KFW. There's a lot going on for Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast going forward. I don't have anything else, Rico. Do you have anything?
Not, man. Like I said, Raw, I give it a solid 7. Not saying it was terrible, but definitely could have grabbed our attention a little bit better.
Yes.
But I just want to appreciate all you guys for watching, man. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Just take your time. Share it with your friends. Let them know. Spread the word.
So we're going into, what's today's date?
Today's the 4th.
The 4th. So next Monday, the 10th, we have Darla Staggs. It says that she's a huge fan of wrestling. She's a super fan, as Herb Simmons would say, from SICW. She's going to share with us stories back when her first match was, I believe, that she's seen was in her daddy's arms as a baby. And throughout her whole life, she's been at lots of events. I think she's the CEO or a big part of the Cauliflower Alley Club. So she'll be talking about that. And she'll just be sharing all the highlights. Then I have Sean Cruz coming in on Friday the 14th. We'll be talking about Monday Night Raw on the 11th. Then XIW is live on the 15th of June. So this is a jam-packed couple of weeks. So yeah, as always, Rico and I appreciate you guys following us. Rico, I'm thankful that you and I are a team.
Yeah.
So I wish your family love and happiness over there in Sevierville, Tennessee. I mean, sorry.
I say Indiana.
Yeah, no, not.
But, same to you guys, man.
Thank you. Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast, guys. Thank you for watching. Those that are watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, follow. Read the description of the YouTube channel. Once we reach 500 followers on, that's our first goal. We will be giving away a T-shirt, a a invite to join the show to talk about Monday Night Raw or whatever, and a ECW referee Bill Alfonso autograph. So let's get to the 500 mark, guys, and then we'll work to the 1,000 where that one will be bigger. So, Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. Rico and I love you guys. We thank you for the follow and
good night.
All my dogs, make some noise up in this house.
Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the grind. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your ass is knocked out. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the grind. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your ass is knocked out. Fight with Adrian Whisper is like a fight with the devil, because when he's dealing with you, you cannot get on this level. Fight with Adrian Whisper is like a fight with a king. It's like a fight with an army. They got the tanks and everything. He's leaving bruises and stitches, possibly leaving you crippled. Cause when he sets up the table and sends you straight through the middle. 6 sadistic free, beat that ass with a light bulb. Leave a piece of glass embedded in the back of your skull. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the ground. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your ass is knocked out. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by